Happy Wednesday, happy vlog day, happy lovely, lovely day, and there's no rain day. But as the articles have been released this morning, it does say on some of the city centre news areas that the Met Office predicts a heat wave of 40 degrees over this summer. They're the headlines, but when you and you must do this because the headline is there to draw you in and go, and then you've got the people who read the headline and then just have their opinion on their socials about what the headline says without actually reading the content behind the headline. And behind the content and behind the headline, the content says it's becoming increasingly likely that heat waves will happen going forward. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have a heat wave in the next couple of weeks of 40 degrees. It's possible, but they're not saying, yes, it's coming, and on Thursday the 27th, it's going to be 45 degrees. So just don't get sucked in by the headlines because you can read it. There was one yesterday, if you'd watched, I haven't, don't intend to either, about the programme with Greg Wallace over the mockumentary of human meat, which it wasn't. I don't really see the need for it. Don't see the necessity for it. Why? Don't think he's done himself any favours, but it's just people again just read the headlines and then comment that he's actually eating like the arm of a 7-year-old boy, and that's not at all what it is. Is like, just read behind these things, because then people are they do it just to get the comments and get the algorithm up, I'm sure, just come up with the most utter load of rubbish. That's me being polite. And then people just get suckered in by it and just go, oh my god, did you hear it the other day that Greg Wallace is eating a child's arm? It's not quite the case. It's just a mockumentary. If you don't know what the word mockumentary is, please do have a look. It's meant to be satirical. Don't get it. Anywho, lights are up on Nyland Road, as we said, for the next 6 weeks, something to do with gaswork. So I'll put a picture up. They start sort of, if you're coming down Nyland's Lane, Road Lane, Lyons Lane, yeah. On the left-hand side of the red road, the traffic lights sort of start there where Nyland Spares opposite. It's just as you're going down the hill towards the bus stop on your right. It's that section there that they've closed off for now. So whether it's just that section or they're going to move, who knows? But just to be aware, there are traffic lights and they are now up for the next 6 weeks. How wonderful was GFest on Saturday? Well done to Andy and the team. Because as we know, from a festival point of view, it's really hard work, and it's full on. And I know they have their support from St Gemma's, which is great, and St Gemma's are very, 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 I think, enthusiastic behind the event. Feel very lucky that Andy and the team put this event on. It raises a huge amount of cash, and as soon as it's all been counted up and the pennies have been counting, Andy and the team at GFest will let us know how much it raised this year. But each year, I think it's their 4th year this year, it just keeps getting more and more and more. So it's proven to be a good event, and now it's becoming such a cool thing to have in the diary for Garforth. And the rain, as it was forecast, was going to be chucking it down, and actually it wasn't too bad, was it? It didn't stop people, it didn't dampen people's spirits. What dampened my spirits, however, is Bon Jovi. He was good, his singing was good, just don't talk. Just music great, but you know when someone's trying to put on an accent, and I'm sure there's some like hardcore Bon Jovi fans out there who love that. Not for me. He's from New Jersey, and I had to sort of listen to see if he sounded like that. No, he doesn't. just turn it down a little bit. Keep going, but just turn it down. But my favourite has to be Pink. I absolutely loved Vicky. Thought she was amazing. Really got the crowd going. I did all the tribute acts that were up. They all got the crowd going, and that's a beautiful thing. And that bit in between, and the cute little lad who, the little DJ, 9 years old, and he's actually got residency in Ibiza. He's there now. He's 9. He was so cute and so cool, and his music that he put together, the little choreographed piece, was amazing. So go you, because you were just so good, and to be up there in front of, a very few people just and mixing. it is that DJs do. It was really good, loved it, absolutely marvellous. Congratulations this week to Sugar Rush celebrating 3 years in business. It doesn't matter if any of our businesses, if I hear that there's something good, they've won an award, they're up for an award, they're in a final of this, they've been recommended for that, they're coming up to an anniversary, whether they remember or not, if I hear about it, I'm going to shout about it, because actually a local business having such a cool thing, like there's so many things happened in Sugar Rush over the last 3 years that they've been there, and you have a look at their Facebook page, they've learned a lot, they've done a lot, and it's been a massive roller coaster of business over the last 3 years, and they're a very young couple, so to still be in, and it's really hard being an independent business. Things get chucked at you, and sometimes you don't always have the right net to catch. Well, slap you in the head. So well done to them, because 3 years as an independent business is really good. So anytime we have any of our businesses, the Argyle were up for an award and they're in the finals for the best curry in the UK, I think. They're not one of my members, the Argyle, but well done, because that means there's a restaurant in Garforth that's up for an award. So well done. And if any of our beauticians are up for an award or a part of something, then we'll shout about it, because we should do, because good things need to be shouted, like as does Nest. So Nest is something that's part of Leeds 2023 that's going to happen at St Aidan's, and it looks absolutely brilliant, and I'm going to put a load of details up on the blog, so please read the blog, and I'll put some details up, so giving you the dates, because it's the second week I think in September for the full 5 days, a capacity of about 1,500 people I think can go at any one showing. It's up for 16 quid, but if I put this QR code up as part of the leaflet that's come in, you can get tickets for, I think, £12, and it's about approximately 1.5 hours. So I'm going to read you a bit about what it is, because it's caused a bit of controversy. So it's 2050 and climate change is shaking the natural world. Now that the bird watchers can no longer watch, Skylar's home will never be the same again. Leeds 23 and the award-winning National Youth Theatre are staging a series of breathtaking performances against the stunning backdrop of St Aidan's Nature Park, in a once-in-a-generation experience for performers and audience alike. Follow a cast of 160 performers on a quest through the site, exploring it across several beautiful locations. That means they're doing a few over the UK, not just St Aidan's, as it's spectacularly animated with music, movements and projection like never before. Join us this September for a timely, urgent and hopeful piece that will showcase world-class creative talent and acts as an epic call to action about the future of our planet. So it has a message, it's a huge message, and the fact that something's happening here, east side of Leeds, we're going to work with a marketing guy called Will, who's sort of running this. I had a good conversation with the Leeds, Garforth and Swellington, Leeds 23, Garforth and Swellington event that happened on Sunday at Great Preston. If you went, it was really, really good, really well organised, and it was a really lovely event, and I found out loads of information, including about Nest. So like I said, I'm going to put loads of details up about it. There's quite a few people that have, actually no, there's one or two that have moaned about not going, because it's what about the birds, what about the nature, and then there's a person that's genuinely asked, oh, you know, is this all right? Well, RSPB have backed it. Whether it's Leeds City Council land or not is irrelevant. The fact that they've, it's all Leeds City Council, isn't it? Isn't it all owned by them all? Every bit of land that's public access, but they're behind it, because it's actually got a message behind it. And the amount of people that walk, ride, cycle, chat, make noise, run about, kids, there's lots that goes on at St Aidan's, as does at Furbidding. So the wildlife are used to people and things and noise, and this isn't going to be like raising the bar massively. They're very aware if it wasn't right and it wasn't going to be good for the wildlife, it's very unlikely it would be going ahead. But these things, you're always going to get people just whinging a little bit. Anyway, 230, little fact for you, 230 million years ago, Garforth and Swellington had a huge dinosaurs roaming the earth. Oh, and that's why we have such a rich coal mining heritage within Garforth. So it'd be interesting to see how many dinosaurs we still have lived in the area. I mean, at least fossil fuels are useful. Have a beautiful day. By the way, the bridge is now gone at Garforth train station, for all those a little bit upset.